Hello, and welcome to Chaos Craft. Ideally, it's not giving me an icon. Man, the frame rate is really rough right now. Well, you guys might notice that we don't have just a bunch of floating Mortys anymore. We have my crazy color coordinated stuff that I was working on Friday. Each species basically gets assigned a value. We're going to see another one, 16 orgs still in memory. Gets assigned 3 values, in reality 9, but RGB for each. So, and so it's like hair color, clothing color, and skin and miscellaneous color. And so basically makes this slightly more interesting to watch. So this is an entire species of 50. Remember, each 50 gets, or each species gets 100 simulations right now. But they're a little creepy, and I designed it using the sprite maker, and then basically it renders them locally for you. So that'll be interesting, and eventually we might give them the ability to perceive, you know, these feature sets, but at the moment we're not. So that's cool. And so in addition to that, I'd like to thank Mechanist for submitting a pull request for the ability to I think, what are you doing up there? He gave them the ability to actually place blocks and mine properly. So they follow the Minecraft physics a little bit better now. So if I give them a gold here, he will, maybe it's over just a little bit further. Can't tell where he's looking. Okay, see it's starting to dig there? Very slowly. So this shouldn't render gold, right? And before it was, we were having some trouble where it was. And now, it doesn't. But, if I give him the proper tools now, he should be able to dig this thing quickly, and it should render. So I realize this is like Minecraft 101, but hey, like, this took a while for us to get to work here, alright? So it's a lot more realistic now. And then I think he picked it up, so I'm going to go in his inventory and look. Maybe I picked it up? Let's try that again. Right there. Pick it up. Go, man. Now, for crying out loud. It would not be a screencast day if they weren't doing random craziness. Now pick it up. Okay, he picked it up earlier and it just didn't render, I guess, or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's got it now. So, yeah. So now they can really dig. For a minute there, we were over-rewarding them, where they would get rewarded if they dug something that they didn't actually harvest. So that means, like, if they dug rock, you know, it'll pop, but they don't actually get the rock. So this is good. It's a step in the right direction of this stuff. I think I need to add back in the penalty for digging random stuff, though, more than a certain amount, because they are just digging holes to nowhere. Like I'm not sure. I saw one of them go really deep down into a cave and was wandering around down there for a while. But that's because he scored a bunch of extra points for digging stone when he wasn't actually getting stone. So probably got to do a hard reset on my guys here. That said, with Mechanist help, I also fixed the other bug that came with this thing that I think TNT Outburst was saying he had trouble with as well. So with the spaces thing, so that should be fixed. He's pull requesting that as I speak, I think. But yeah, that's not that exciting. But let me tell you, I guess where we're going next is I am working to make sure that they have neuroplasticity. So basically, instead of having 30 seconds to live, we're going to give them a little longer to live. And, I mean, honestly, I could see it going up to a week. That sounds crazy, but, you know, if they can survive up to a week with, I don't like this. It's boring me. I can't, there's not much left, I guess. They can survive up to a week with, you know, with mobs turned on, that'd be impressive. But the idea is that they would, because right now, you know, we generate a neural net and then they try and, you know, solve our puzzle or basically succeed at Minecraft. And man, these guys all like looking straight down. I don't know what's going on there. These guys need more confidence. And so the neural net they get when they're born, they live with for the rest of their life. But with neuroplasticity, I would give them additional neurons as they encounter stuff. I think I froze it. It's got my mouse. I'm actually stuck in a debug. Yep. Did we catch an exception? We caught an exception. Why am I breakpointing on that? Sorry about that. It's trying to render body. I don't even see a breakpoint in here. Shenanigans. They're just falling in holes. So either with neuroplasticity, they'll be able to learn, and their brain will be able to reformat. So, you know, we can give them longer than the 30 seconds allotted. We can give them a lot longer because their brains will change and function. So I'm working on that. We're getting there. Also, multiplayer seems to be a popular thing, and I would like to have more than one person training on my server. I'd like to have a server where we can have, you know, a dozen or so people and other observers and stuff like that. You know, maybe it's a Patreon thing. So check us out on. It definitely froze there. Check us out on Patreon. Hey, TNT Outburst just did a pull request. Just fixed that too, my friend. I hate to disappoint you. Okay, what was I saying? So it might be a Patreon thing. Check us out on Patreon. Thank you guys. 0x0ff. Hold on. Where'd he go? 0xFFFF had some good thoughts on pathfinding and targeting. I guess I'll cover that real quick. I'm looking at setting a target. So like we'll have an input neuron or an output neuron of set target. So whatever it's looking at, it sets that as a target. Maybe we'll add some filters to that, but right now it sounds like the simplest thing is just to set target. And then we'll have an input neurons of pitch and yaw, directions to it, and distance to it. So that way, like, they can find something that they may have set as a target before. So they can follow each other potentially, or they can, you know, gives them a little bit more focused memory. So they have like an attention span. Think of it like a toddler, you know, you probably take away something shiny and put something else shiny in front of it. They'll focus on that. But, you know, they'll at least remember, oh, you took away my cookie for about 10 seconds, and, you know, and it gives them something to focus on. So I don't know. Interesting thought process, but all right, that's what I got. Hopefully I'm still recording here. Check us out on Twitter/Schematical, YouTube, like and subscribe. I love you guys' comments. Sorry I was slow to respond last week. I'll try and do better. See you later.